Hello, friends. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday live streams. How is the internet this morning? How are you all? Let me know. It's not morning. It is currently 1:30. There's no need. I hate when people do that. Drive down the street like a roaring monster. But hello, friends. Welcome to today's writing live stream. How are we doing? I am struggling a little bit today. Very tired. The seasonal depression's kicking in, but hey, we're here. We're trying. So that's all that counts. Hello, Megan. Hello, Phoebe. Hello, Amy. Hello, Brina. Hello, Vichy. Hello, Ash. Oh my gosh, so many of you right away. Welcome to the stream. Hello. How's everybody? Saturdays. You tell me how you all are doing. I currently have a big bowl of soup because that's all I had in my fridge. And it's like an old soup, like not even from the last batch my mom made. I just took it from the basement because I was like, this looks like chicken noodle soup. I'm gonna take that. It's fine. It's just not as flavorful as I want it to be. So I have my little salt shaker here, but we love leftover soup. We love it so much. But yeah, what are y'all gonna be working on today? Let me know. She's finished organizing their library today. Heck yeah. I'm considering reorganizing my shelves a little bit. Not during the stream, but I'm thinking of it because last night I went to a local book fair and I bought 14 books. You can kind of tell because my Wheel of Time books are taller than usual. I've added 5, 6, and 7 to this stack, and I have 8, 9, and 10 sitting on my couch because I cannot fit them there. And I bought a few more. I bought these two little babies, which is very fun. I bought some like actual bigger, sci-fi. Not sci-fi. I didn't find any sci-fi. There was not any good sci-fi, but I got these. So like I don't have any room on my shelves, and I'm thinking of taking my like, you can't really see it, but it's this section here, which is all my like adult books or my literary books, and moving them into my yellow cabinet so that I can expand my fantasy shelves a little bit. But who knows what I'm going to end up doing and when I'm going to do that. I just have books everywhere in my apartment right now. I have too many books to actually put on shelves. So I need to fix that somehow. But Brina's doing a 12-hour write-a-thon. Oh my gosh. How many words are you at, Brina? That's amazing. How long have you been going for too? Because it's currently 1:30 here. So you've probably been at it for a while. That's amazing. Finally read. Yes. Amazing. What are you going to be reading today, Vichy? Tell me what you're going to be reading. I would love to know. Amy's finally organized and went through your son's toys. Made new labels in Canva. Feeling good. Did you make labels for your son's toys? Like for the boxes you put them in? Because that's next level organization. That's amazing. Megan finished book 1. Just waiting for some feedback. So we're going to book 2. Heck yeah, Megan. You're like just cruising that hell along with those books. I love that you're working on them in every stream. I love it so much. Phoebe's going to be trying and finishing their book club book. Book club book is My Sister the Serial Killer. Yes, I've read that. I actually read it for my friend's book club, or the book club that I have with my friends a couple years ago now. And it was one of our very first picks, which was very fun. But yeah, I don't remember a lot about it because it's very short, but it's also like I don't think it went places where we were expecting it to go. Obviously, it's a serial killer novel, but it's an interesting perspective having it be the sister, Interesting. Anyways, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Main labels for the bins are in. Makes them look a lot nicer. Yeah, I mean, it also keeps you organized, which is amazing. Amazing. only on my second hour right now. Story is at 7,000 words and have done 700 words in the first hour. That's an incredible number for a first hour. We're gonna double that number. We're gonna double it today, Brina. I promise you. I'm ready. I'm feeling the productive vibes. I wasn't like 10 minutes ago, but I am now. We're good. I was walking around my kitchen, like waiting for my soup to heat up, and I was just like, I almost just want to read in today's stream because I don't feel productive, but I am not going to. I'm going to crack out on Project Second Story. That's what I'm going to be working on today. Project Second Story, because I want to get it done before the end of September so that October is like planning month for the next book. And then November is going to be writing every day in the next book, in book 2. I'm also going to need to, I should really reach out to editors for this project. I need to I need to figure that out. She hasn't decided yet. Options are Cinder, Foundry Side. I vote for Foundry Side. If you're in for a fantasy today, I love Foundry Side. Oop. I touched my computer. I love Foundry Side so much. I need to reread it and like get the second and the third book in that series, because they're all out now. But I remember listening to it and really liking the magic system, because the magic system in that is like coding in a way, like the actual objects around have like magic coded onto them. So cool. I have also read the other 2 as well. So Cinder is good if you're looking for a really quick YA that's like classic YA fantasy, you know, because it's been around for a while. And then The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang is also good if you're in for a fun romance. So whatever vibe you're feeling, you have a great trio of choices there. I love it. What is everybody else reading? I would love to know. Even if you're not reading today's stream, I would love to know what your current read is. Amy's going to be working on Guardians of the Sixth Gate book 2. Incredible. Amy, have you received your cover yet? Have you got that done yet for book 1? I'm very intrigued by that. My productive mood changes the vibe. Yeah, I always feel so like lackluster at the beginning of these streams, and then I start talking to you guys and everything changes. I love it so much. Also, I apologize for my hair today. I washed it like an hour ago, so it is still wet and not dry. So we're just going to see my hair do something today. I don't know what it's going to do, but it's just going to progressively get drier, I hope. It's looking a little lanky today because it is very humid and gross outside, but well, it's fine. Yeah, I didn't like it as much as I wanted to. I didn't connect to the characters at all, but I thought it was a very intriguing point of view for that book for sure. Ash is going to be using the stream to study. Heck yeah. What are you studying for, Ash? Is there a particular class or university, or like what are you studying for? I'm very intriguing. Currently reading Teachers as Teacher's Pet. Hell yeah. I love it. Come on. There we go. I just finished Maybe Someday by Colin Hoover, and I don't want to read next. I don't know what that feels like. I have like 5 books on my currently reading list right now. I'm going to be reading The Oleander Sword next by Tasha Shuri, which is the sequel to The Jasmine Throne, because I've been meaning to read it for a while. And for a while, I've had it for literally less than a month because it came out in August. But I am very excited about it. I also got Nona. If you can tell by this giant section here that's just missing, I got Nona the 9th by Townsend Muir in the mail. And I have now removed all the books off my shelves because I want to reread that entire trio of books. It's not a trilogy. It's a quadrilogy or a saga. But I want to reread those books before getting to Nona. So I moved them to my couch so that they're there. But that's what I'm going to be reading next. I don't really have anything like currently underway, except like I've got, as I said, like 5 books that I'm in the middle of. I've got like Kaikei and When Women Were Dragons, and I got Oh, there's another one that I can't remember, but then there's like The Dragon Reborn and Valor. So those, it's a library book. The First book in the First Law series by Joe Abercrombie. I can't remember what it is. The Blade Itself. There we go. I got that one on that list as well that I have not read, and I don't think I will read. I just keep renewing it at the library, and I'm like, I'm just going to keep this book for like as long as they'll let me. I don't really want to read it right now, but it's on that list. I said you'd have the final draft of the cover for by the end of this week. I love that. I love that so much. It's so exciting. My goodness. I cannot wait until I'm at those stages with my books. I cannot wait. I actually, when I was at the book fair picking up these books, I saw this cover on The Fool's Errand by Robin Hobb. Not like all of the outside framework, but this inside piece like gave me instant, like that's the vibes I want for my cover, but like more vibrant and like not at dusk vibes, like in the middle of the day kind of vibes. But like those houses and like the people on the cover, I'm like, that's exactly the vibe that I want for a second story when I get that made. But yeah, I got to start thinking about one, saving money so that I can afford to do all this stuff and actually reaching out to people to do that. But speaking of, let me get my dice and we will do some rolls. That's terrifying. I hate that. There's a little bit of lint on my floor. I thought it was a spider. Woo! I will just pull out of this. Okay. Let's see what we're gonna roll today. I need a third one. Okay. 3d20s. Ooh, I don't like rolling on my table, so we're just gonna roll in here. All right. And that one. All right. And then a 17. So for our warm-up sprint, we can either do 17 minutes or 24 minutes. What would you guys prefer to do? 17 or 24? I'm going to swap that. 17 to 24. I'm also going to pull up the Pomodoro guy. Timer. Our little tomato guy. That's not the right guy. Where's my little tomato? Here he is. So yeah, we got, what was it, 18 or 24? Ooh, we got 3 votes automatically for 24. Is that 4 of them? Okay, friends. 24? It is. Let me get this set up here. 24 minutes? Sounds like a great first sprint. All right. Let's do 24. Don't want to check out the new habit timer. As long as you guys can see that. All right, my friends. Let's get to it. Let's do the sprinting thing. Let's get some productivity down. I'll see you in 24 minutes. Sprint. All right, my friends. That is the end of the first sprint. How are we feeling? I just noticed that it's raining. How are we feeling at the end of that, my friends? I started this stream with 32,375 words, and now I'm sitting at 32,716 words. So not a big jump, but something, which we love to see. I'm adding in a new scene right now, which is from Finn's point of view, adding in another Finn point of view just to kind of keep things snappy and moving. But we are close to that midpoint mark in the story. And if that's how things are going to go, then this draft of the book is going to be longer than draft one, which is fine. I don't mind. Most of my books are quite long, but who knows? Who knows? Vishy started Foundry Side. Heck yeah. I'm loving that you're loving it. Megan says 159 words. I love that. Hello, Cheryl. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I was reading at the same time. First print I've done with you in a while. I mostly did research about the year 1999. Very cool. I was 2 years old in 1999. Brina wrote 286 words. Hey, still something. You got into it. Mandy is editing today. So got through 11 pages. That's incredible. We love to hear it. That's awesome. You guys are doing great. I love to hear it. This scene is, I'm not really sure where it's gonna go exactly. I think the main point of the scene is to see Finn, my secondary character, actually take a little bit of initiative in this life that him and Ari are dedicating themselves to now. It's going to be him deciding to kind of do he's going to take over the apartment cleaning and decorating and stuff, which is different than what I had originally. I had their store clerk doing that, but one of my beta readers pointed it out that it was a little weird that the teenage store clerk was the one that renovated their apartment for them. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. It would make more sense if Finn did that, because Finn doesn't really do a whole lot in the shop. Ari takes over everything in the shop. I'm talking about my cozy fantasy. If any of you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm writing a cozy fantasy that is set in a little seaside town, and my two boys go there. They visit there on their travels because they're adventurers. They find a bookshop, they fall in love with the little space, and then they decide to buy the bookshop and run it themselves. And give up on their adventuring life. And one of them doesn't really want to give up on their adventuring life. He's a little bit stuck in that mindset still because of his past and all this kind of stuff. But there's that. all good things. All good things. I'm excited about this scene though. Amy's at 63,563 words in book 2. Heck yeah. Cheryl was 22 in 1999. We love it. We love it. I love that. Yeah, I was 2 years old. I was born in 1997, so 2 years old. Yeah, youngins. I was born in 97, and I just turned 25 a couple weeks ago. So, fun facts. Fun facts. But yeah, I don't know what else to ask you guys. Do you guys have any questions for me on today's live stream? Are you guys listening to any music or eating anything, drinking anything during the live stream today? I had, after this morning, because I was up really early, I went because I had a lesson to go to, but I picked up a Starbucks on my way home, and I just about chugged that coffee. It was so good. It was my usual order, which is a grande vanilla latte with lactose-free milk. But around this time of year, I always like to add in a sauce. Like a sauce that they have or a syrup. I always add in like one shot of something extra. I like to do... Just got an email from work. It is Saturday. Get out of here. I always like to add in a little bit of a fun seasonal sauce. So usually I like to do a shot of pumpkin spice, but this time my Starbucks didn't have any pumpkin spice. They were out of that flavoring. So I did one of their other shots, which was a new like dark caramel sauce. I did a shot of that. It was so friggin' tasty. Highly recommend. Drank that coffee so fast. So good. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. It happens because it's what I want to do with my life. So to do that, I have to be very serious about it. It is the career that I want to be in eventually. Unfortunately, that is not the career I have currently, but it's something that I work on. Diet Coke, very nice. Brina listens to instrumental music. Same here. I have my playlist specifically for A Second Story up, which is a lot of like Skyrim and video game softer sounds, or just like there's a couple songs in here that have words. Like I have Forever by Melinda and Howling by Mayro. I got a couple of those in here as well, and I got a couple like Critical Role songs. So that's what I've got going. I got a playlist for A Second Story. Very fun. That's what I'm listening to. Usually I listen to that or my Dragons playlist, which is so many different, like, just some of my favorite movie soundtracks, like How to Train Your Dragon and Brave and The Hobbit and The Fellowship of the Ring. So all those are in there. Bishi just got some cookies. Heck yeah. And my landlord using some kind of electrical tool in the background. That is annoying, Cheryl. I hope it doesn't bother you too much, and I hope it ends really fast. Hanging out with my guinea pig, Sunny. That is an adorable name. I love that. Incredible. Incredible. I do not have a pet here with me. Mom and Dad, I guess my family dog, Bella, she was always an interesting writing companion because she didn't really understand what I was doing. And sometimes she wanted attention. But most of the time she just slept. So I miss her. I want to give her some cuddles. I think I'm seeing her tomorrow though, so that should be fine. Give her some cuddles. Yes, I love that. I also sometimes listen to soundscapes if I'm in a soundscape mood, or when I'm at work, I listen to long plays of video games. So I do specifically Loopy long plays because he doesn't have commentary in the background of his video games. He just plays them. So if it's any talking, it's just the video game talking to you. I really like his Skyrim ones because it's Skyrim. Barely anybody talks in Skyrim, and it's got the most beautiful music and the beautiful scenery, and it's like 30 hours long. So I listen to that one all the time. And I also like his Subnautica ones, which is like the deep sea stuff. It's got some fun like sound effects as he's like building stuff. I like it. It scratches an itch in my brain. Amy makes playlists for books on YouTube. Usually I make them public after the book comes out. Oh, that's very cool. Lindsay Sterling's awesome. I love how she has she's got a big hand in making young people really excited about instruments again, I think. Just like when she was at the height of her fame there for a second, like people were all about the violin and like learning it and stuff like that because Lindsay Sterling was just great. She's fantastic. I love her music. Mandy has a hedgehog. Val! Oh my god! He's the grumpiest little thing. Oh! I love when animals are grumpy. It just makes them cute. Oh my god. Let's see if I can find a picture of my Bella. Do I have a recent picture of my dog? I do. This is a slightly blurry photo of her sitting, looking at my dad. Because he was talking to her when I was over for dinner last week. He was talking to her, and she was being a little nuisance because she wanted to go for a walk. and he was talking to her, and she was just sitting there, and her little feet were sitting. It was very cute. She's like 11 years old, but she acts like she's 2. Ooh, I also picked up another book today when I was at Walmart because I have no chill, apparently. But I picked up this book. Have any of you read it? It's called Monsters Born and Made by Tanvi Burwa. I know very little about it. It's blurbed by Shranjay Zhao, which is amazing, who wrote Iron Widow and Zachary Yang. And it's also blurbed in the back by Roseanne A. Brown. And I think that's really what got me. It's got like sea vibes. I don't know. It's like the blurb, like the little like tagline on the back is, "You swim with monsters. These people cannot scare you." I am very intrigued, and I think it's a YA because it was priced really low, but it's also got a 16-year-old main character, so I'm assuming it's YA. But it sounds interesting, and the cover was pretty, so I bought it. I love doggos too. I love them so much. I'm gonna have a YouTube video on the next sprint. I like talking over here. Hey man, that's fine. that's weird as hell because music is the biggest part of my life. So that's really weird, but you do you. It's okay. I love it. I love doggies. Yes. My husband was an orchestra teacher and his young students were enamored. Yeah. It honestly takes very little, but for a lot of kids to be like absolutely obsessed with something, especially if it becomes really big. Like Lindsay Sterling was. Definitely. That's really funny because my mom's name is June. My mom's name is June. Bella is a Shih Tzu Maltese. She's a cross. She's a little mutt. Yeah. She used to be a lot darker. She used to have a lot of like brindle coloring across her, but Shih Tzus have a tendency to lose their coloring as they get older, and she very much did because she's almost entirely white now. The cover's really pretty. Yes. Although I bought 14 books yesterday at the book fair and then this. So, although I will say I bought the 14 books for $57. 14 books for $57. Can you believe that? And then this Monsters book was like 20. So I've spent too much money this weekend. I like purposely didn't go get groceries today because I was like, I don't need anything desperately. And whatever I do buy is just going to be like extra snacky things, which I also wasn't in the mood to like walk around the store and like find food. I don't know, which is rare. I love grocery shopping, but I just walked out of Walmart with a book, some pens, and like hair products that I was out of. Today's been a weird day. Phoebe, you have 5 guinea pigs? Oh my gosh. You must have like a fucking huge guinea pig cage. Holy man. One drama queen of a cat. Is that the cat in your little icon photo? Because she's beautiful. Beautiful. I always wanted a cat, but I always live with people who are allergic. Yeah, I am such a dog person. I want a dog so bad. But I can't have dogs in my condo. They have a rule against them. So I can have either one cat or like caged animals, but I tried with a cat once and I don't understand cats. I like cats, but I overstimulate them really easily because I treat them like dogs because that's just how I've always been. I've always had a dog. So petting cats is a whole different ball game than petting dogs. Like I've overstimulated my friend's cat in about 2 minutes of petting her. So it was a good time. I'm a dog and people love Mix. Oh, she's got so much to say. I love it. I love it. Got Babel today, hardcover for €16.99. Oh my god, that's incredible. What is that in Canadian? Hey Google, how much in Canadian dollars is 17 euros?
17 euros is approximately $22.58.
You got a hardcover book for $22? That's rude, in fact. Oh my god. The prices of books around the world is astronomically different. Like Canadian books, you'll be paying at least $36 for Babel. I pre-ordered mine, so it like got a little bit of a discount because I have like a discount through my bookstore, but like 22, that's an incredible deal. That was such a good choice. Such a good choice. 10 out of 10. Oh, her name is Amber. I love her. She looks so silky smooth. Basically count myself so we get along. That's good. That's good. It's on sale here in Germany apparently. Woo! Yes, that's when you want to buy the books. That's when you want to buy the books. I think I got my pre-order. Was it on deal as well? I think I got a lot of my pre-orders when like Indigo here in Canada goes on like they have their 30% off sale like once a year, and that's when I try to do all my pre-orders. But it's hard because a lot of books that I want like that come out the following year don't go on pre-order during that sale. So it makes me sad because then I pay full price. Oh, they're so expensive. They're so expensive. I'm glad that I like paperbacks more than hardcovers because I will literally be surrounded in paperbacks if I could. But then I'm waiting like a year or more for the paperback to come out of a book that I want, you know? It's hard, but I'm happy that most fantasy. Sorry, another Discord notification. I don't like that I have notifications set up right now. I'm happy that a lot of the fantasy coming out is like just comes out automatically in paperback. That's nice. It's a little less expensive when it's automatically in a trade paperback. But geez, the hardcovers, like I think Priory's prequel is $40 or something. It's too much money. It's too much money. I don't like it. And then seeing like the price difference between a Canadian book and a US book on the back of the like on the back margins that they give you. That one's not a recent one. What's a recent one? No, that's not a. Here, do this one. Like it's $28 US, $35 Canadian. Hurts. Anyways, we should probably get into our second sprint. We should get into the second sprint. Yeah, well, go make your lunch, Cheryl. We're going to get into our second sprint here. Bought a lot of queer books at Barnes & Noble and finished them in 2 weeks. I love that for you, Brina. I love that for you. What was the highlight of all those books? Yeah, that's a good plan. I really like pre-ordering books and having like fresh brand new books, especially when they're authors that I love, because I will always support authors that I love. But I really got to like curb my buying of hardcovers because they are so expensive. So expensive. And like what makes me even sadder is going into like the middle grade section and seeing how expensive those hardbacks are. Because like the paperback middle grades are like maybe $11, $12, which is good. But when I was a kid, they used to be like $8, which is perfect for kids, right? Like kids go through books so fast. So especially when they're avid book readers like I was. So I'm like, yeah, you got to put like the kids' books at a lower price range because I'm not going to be spending $25 on a hardback for a middle grade novel. Like that's too much money. Anyways, let's roll for our second sprint here because we're getting sidetracked. We've already been here an hour and we've only done one sprint. Well, that was a terrible roll. I'm going to re-roll the 4. That's a little better. Okay, so we can either do 24 minutes or we can go full throttle and do, I don't know how to math, 30 minutes. We can either do 24 minutes or 30 minutes. What would you guys prefer to do? For Bloom, Blackwater, Heartstopper. Yes. Hey, that's a good little haul, Brina. That's amazing. We got 3 votes already for 30 minutes. Okay. I'm going to let us get all queued up. Oh, we got 4 votes for 30 minutes. Heck yeah, friends. A nice long second sprint. Do. All right, friends. We're ready to go. We're ready to dive into this 30-minute sprint. I'm ready for some productivity. Should be good. All right, my friends, I'll see you in 30 minutes. Sprint. All right, my friends. How are you feeling after that second sprint? My Discord is popping off. I'm sorry if you can hear little boop, 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 boop in the corners. But Discord is popping off in like multiple channels. My God, that's what happens when you're in multiple D&D channels, and a couple of them are currently in the middle of games. But anyways, how are you feeling, friends? Second sprint done. I cannot believe we're only done 2 sprints and we're already an hour and a half into this. I need to talk less today. Okay, so I was at 32,716 words last sprint, and I'm now at 33,299 words. So some more words. I don't know. I wrote some more words. We love that. We love that. I got a little sidetracked by a few things, but I went and got a snacky. Things are good. Things are great. Breen is also feeling good. We love it. Those of you that are writing, if you want to also share whatever the last sentence that you wrote was, that would be very fun. Mandy did 27 pages edited. Oh my God, Mandy, you're a freaking speed demon. I love it. Amy's at 63,603 words now, moving quick. I love it. Is this draft 1 or draft 2, Amy? I don't remember. Because if you're fast drafting, that's incredible. Very fast. So speed. My last sentence that I wrote was "the apartment!" ! Finn felt as though he had been struck by a bolt of lightning. I'm in the middle of a thought, which is why that doesn't make a lot of sense. It was a really flavorful jelly bean. Interesting. Very citrusy, pineapple-y. Interesting. Phoebe is on page 198, and there's only 224 pages in the book. Heck yeah. Next sprint, you're going to be finishing that book of yours, which is great. Because then you're done the book club book. You're done your book club book, which we love. They are always together in a way that they weren't the last time, Izzy said. Woo! I like how inconspicuous that sentence is. Nobody knows what they're talking about. I wondered what the cars passing by were thinking when they saw 2 teenage boys fighting for goldfish on the top of a car. I love that. That's pretty good. I like that. I love that. That's so funny. Oh. Sometimes pulling sentences out of context and just reading them aloud is so funny. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So I got lost in my book for a hot second there. This is draft 1. Heck yeah. That might be a quick turnaround considering the next couple months are holiday months, you know? And the end of the year is always like you have more going on than you think you do. So maybe push it to March or a little later. Just because, you know, that's a little bit of a fast turnaround. Like there wasn't a massacre at Acre. I snapped, remembering all the Muslims King Richard had ordered beheaded before he left Acre. Woo. This is probably a stupid question, but is Muslims in plural form supposed to be capitalized? Is it done that way with Christians? I think it is. That's a stupid question. Ignore me. Yes, it's supposed to be capitalized. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm writing historical fiction Robin Hood retelling. Robin Hobb. Woo! That's so exciting. I don't think, what's the only book that I've read that's Robin Hood themed? I think it was just the little novella called The Ghost of the Sherwood, which was fine. It was like Robin Hood when he had 3 kids. So it was fine. It didn't really stick with me enough to be memorable. But yeah, the Robin Hood story is something very interesting, and I haven't read a lot about it. So that's a really cool retelling, Mandy. I love that. I love that. Very cool. Robin Hood, listen. My brain filled in the 2 B's. I also have a Robin Hood right here. So it's just on my mind. Good old Robin Hood. My goodness. I need to read more Robin Hood. I'm sleeping on her books. Crazy. Yes. I'm going to roll for our third sprint. And we're going to see if it's going to actually be a lot. Well, it's going to be a long sprint. I rolled a natural 19. Jesus. All right. So we can either go for 25 minutes or 33 minutes for our third sprint. It's up to you guys. Just getting that out there. All right, Vichy, thank you for hanging out with us. I really appreciate you. I hope you enjoy Foundry Side as you keep reading. My goodness. Yes, I should get into... yeah, I need to read some more Robin Hood. I've only read like the first 1.5 of her books. I've read the first one, Assassin's Apprentice. And I read half or not even of the second book, and I got tired of it, so I put it down. But I think it's just because I need to be in a very specific fantasy mood to read her books because they're very character-driven and slow. So, and I think like the first trilogy is just something that I have to power through before I can do Mad Ship. I think that's the next one. I think. I also don't know if you actually have to go in order or if you can read them out of order, but it's a series, so I assume I have to read them in order. That's probably the only one my brain's going to let me do it too, is read them in order. But oh well. Realm of the Elderlings. We love to see it. But yes. After this stream, I have a D&D game, which will be fine. And then at some point, I got to make myself dinner. I'll probably wait until after the game to make myself dinner. I hope the game doesn't go too late. We're starting at 5, which is a weird time to start a D&D game. Start at 5 my time. Jeez, these trucks are so noisy. 5 my time, which is a weird time to be starting a D&D game. But who knows? Anyways, yes. Third sprint, we can either do 25 minutes or 33 minutes, my friends. It's up to you. Robin Hood series is technically a series that you could read 1 through 5 and potentially write them, so you could also read them as standalones. I like that. H.M. Long is doing that. My friend borrowed the second book, but H.M. Long, her like Hall of Smoke 4 books are all standalones, but all fit like one after the other. The first and second are like the same character, but I think the third is a completely different character. And I think the fourth, I know nothing about it, but I think it's also a continuation of that. So I really like the companion standalone series vibe. It also gives me really strong Becky Chambers vibe. Like her books, this is the 4th one, The Galaxy and the Ground Within. The series, companion series, I love it. I think it's a good vibe to have in the market today because a lot of people love standalones, but a lot of people also really like the idea of series or like not having to like, you know, binge through everything. But yeah, just coasting around on my rolly chair. All right, we got 3 votes for 25 minutes for our third sprint. I think that's a pretty good benchmark for our third sprint. There's probably going to be 2 sprints left, like third and fourth sprint, like I usually do. So that we get to, well, I don't know what time it'll be by the time we're done, but around 4-ish, maybe, or a little bit after 4. Who knows? But yes. Do we want to dive into that third sprint now, friends? Or do you have other things you would like to discuss? Make sure to hydrate, friends. Drink your waters. Drink your drinkies. Yes. I think we're okay to set up a third sprint, aren't we? Shall we? Need to peer over my computer screen. Okay, let me get this little guy set up for a 25-minute sprint. Typical Pomodoro time. Yeah, I think we're kind of ready to go. We're in the groove of it now. We'll get into our third sprint. I think that's a good idea. Keep that momentum going. All right, my friends, I'll see you in about 25 minutes. Sprint! All right, my friends, how was that? Third sprint. How are we feeling? I got into the groove of my scene. Last sprint, I had 33,299 words, and this sprint, I'm now sitting at 34,276 words. Wow. So today's stream so far, 276 minus 32,375, I've added 1,900 words today. We love to see it. I'm about to have the two of them go run off and have a midnight swim in the ocean. It's gonna be very romantic. I'm not actually gonna focus on the scene because there's other stuff happening, but I think it would be cute to end the scene with them running off towards the lake or the ocean, not a lake. They live on the ocean. Phoebe finished the book. Heck yeah! What are your final thoughts on the book, Phoebe? I need to pick a new one. Mandy got 16 pages. That's still amazing, Mandy. Holy man. Brina got 673 words. Done. We love to see it. Oh my goodness. What does that take you to total today, Brina? How many words is that now? Oh, hold on. I need to write this down before I forget it. Boom. Okay. I just needed to write that down before I forgot what I wanted to write next. Sometimes that happens. I think of a perfect thing. And then I'm like, oh, great. In a few minutes, I'll remember it. And then I go back and I'm like, I don't remember anything. So always got to write this down. I'm now in my 4th hour of my 12-hour write-a-thon, and the total is 8,206 words. Heck yeah, Brina. We love to see it. Love to see it. Amazing. And we got one sprint left. One left for the day. And then I'm going to get my brain ready for some D&D. But, man, we've done a lot of work today, friends. Look at us go. Proud of us. We're doing so good. We're doing so good on this lovely Saturday. Woo. Those of you that are writing, if you want to share the last sentence that you wrote, I would be happy to hear. I would be happy to hear what they are. The last sentence that I wrote was, "Now, my love." Finn stood and extended his hand down to Ari, which is, once again, an incomplete thought. I stopped halfway through my thought as the timer went off, but that's okay. These gummy bears are really good. My goodness. They're like the fruity, gummy-y ones that I can get at the dollar store. They're very good. They're very fresh, which we love. My grief was not gone by any means, but it was less heavy. Oh, interesting, Mandy. I like that. Very cool. Undecided between the Book of Lost Things. I have read neither, and I have heard about neither, so I'm a bad person to ask. If any of the rest of you have read or have opinions about either of those books, please feel free to share. But yeah, I think whenever I'm undecided between two books, usually I read the first couple lines of each one to see which one grabs me more. I also heard on TikTok at one point someone talk about how the 99th page is like the best page to sample of a book because it's like past a certain point of like the super polishing of an edit, and it's like the best way to get the vibe of a book right away. So maybe read the 99th page of each of those books and then decide from there. I've tried that with a couple books. It hits, and it's very true. It was 10:53 a.m. after the whole sitting on the top of the car and eating goldfish and then fighting over the goldfish and then heading back into the car. Lots of goldfish. I love it. I love it, Brina. Incredible. Okay. Last sprint of the day. All right. So we can either do, goodness me. Last sprint of the day can either be a 25-minute sprint again or a 28-minute sprint, whichever one you guys prefer. It is the most serious sentence, 100%. Yes. All that goldfish. So many goldfish. It's making it so serious. Yeah. Gosh, this has been a great stream. How many minutes? We've been here for 2 hours? Look at us go. 2 hours. I've almost got 2,000 words written. That's a pretty good turnaround. That's a pretty good turnaround. I don't think have we sprinted for an hour? Yeah, we sprinted for an hour total. More than that. About an hour and 20, I think. Roughly of sprinting. So that means we've talked for like 40 minutes of the stream, which is fine. But yes, my friends, I think I'm ready to dive into our last sprint of the day. I'm feeling my productivity going down a little bit, so I think this will be a good place to kind of end. But yeah, we can do a 25-minute sprint to end us, or a 28-minute sprint if we want to do something slightly longer. You guys let me know. I rolled a 15, a 10, and a 3. So y'all let me know what you want to do for our final sprint of the day. And we will get that underway. Put my dice away. Oh, I could have used my fancy new dice that I got for my birthday. I haven't rolled these yet. Interesting. They're so pretty. Oh my gosh. My friend got me like nautical blue dice for my birthday. Because I'm running a piratey campaign currently. We don't have that game tonight, but it is a game that we have occasionally. Oh, so you're just not going to close? That's great. There we go. There. Okay. All right, so we got 2 votes for 25. I think that works for me. I'm going to put on the last sprint little ticker friend. And then we're going to get our little Pomodoro tomato guy up running again. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, my friends, I think we're ready for our final sprint of the day. It's almost a half hour. It'll take us to the end of this. It'll go pretty quickly, I think, but I'm ready to dive in. Hope you all are too. So I'll see you in about 25 minutes. Sprint. My goodness, I got so lost in the story. I didn't even realize the sprint was over. Friends, how are we feeling at the end of that sprint and at the end of the stream as a whole? How are we feeling? How was today collectively, my lovely friends? I don't know what I did this sprint. I am now sitting at 35,148 words. Oh my God. All right. So today's sprint in total, I added 2,773 words to my draft. Incredible. That's so much more than I thought I was going to. There's so much more than I thought I was going to add. My goodness. Oh, Mandy got 12 pages edited. Incredible. And is going to get some kind of refuel to keep you going for the rest of the Saturday. I love it. I'm glad you came in, Mandy. This has been amazing. Thank you for joining. It's feeling really good. Sitting at 8,623 words. You're so close to that 10,000 word mark. And we all know those first 10,000 words are the hardest of the draft to get down. Once those are down, you're in it. I love it. I'm so happy with this progress. It's draft 2. We're killing the game. We're almost at the 40,000 word mark for myself. I'm about 5,000 words away. Killing the game. Moving right along, which is great. Because I need to keep up some kind of momentum with this story to get it into its second draft form. After the second draft is done, I'm going to definitely think about editing it one last time, I think. And then we shall see what ends up being done. But definitely, I think after I edit it once more, I think I'm probably going to send it off to an editor and get that process moving. But who's to say? Who's to say? Now I have 9 more hours of writing. Incredible. I believe in you, Brina. You're going to do so well. Make sure to refuel, drink your water, stretch, go for a walk at some point. Keep the creative juices flowing. But 12 hours of writing. I haven't done that in a really long time. And just the idea of it exhausts me. Anyways, my friends, I think I'm going to leave it here. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully there's going to be another stream next weekend. I don't think I have anything else on, but hopefully to see you at the same time, same place kind of a thing. But yes, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll see you in another one of these very soon. Bye.